One thing I found really strange, it might not be if you are from another Western country, but shops close for lunch here. And all shops closes around 6 or 6:30 on weekdays, also on Saturday, and on Sunday all shops are closed, like including grocery stores. So if you want to have a dinner party, make sure you remember to buy everything by Saturday, because if Sunday you want something, especially when it's something specific, then you can't get it. But if it's something more basic, you can actually get it in petrol stations. The petrol stations here have shops which sells even fruits, vegetables, just very basic stuff. In Asia, shops open every single day, so it's so easy. I don't know how the Swiss go shopping. I mean, if they work from 9 to 5, so you have an hour to buy whatever you need to buy. That's pretty stressful. I don't really know how they do it. So if you're a Swiss, maybe share your thoughts below, your comments. Anyway, second, culturally, you can't really clean house on Sundays. Switzerland is a Christian country, so on Sunday you're supposed to rest. I don't know if it's because of that reason or because they are super considerate. Back home, we work 5, sometimes 6 days a week, and Sunday is the only day you can do house chores, go to church, and stuff like that. So that was a little bit strange for me initially. I tried to vacuum the kitchen after dinner on one Sunday night, and then it was like, don't do that. And third, the Swiss don't really do small talk, as I've experienced last December. It was super cold, one of the snowiest years after, I don't know, 20 years or something like that. And there's this lady I often see. I think she lives like a few doors away, like our neighbor. And of course she doesn't speak English, and every time she sees me, she'll say hello, I'll say hello. So one day in December after class, I was walking home and I saw her, and I was trying to practice my German, so I thought, why not make some small talk? And I said, oh, isn't it cold today? And you know what she said? She said, yeah, it's winter. And full stop. Like, huh? Okay. So it's very, very strange because, I don't know, I really don't mind walking beside somebody and not talking, because great for introverts here. Back in Malaysia, when we see someone, a stranger, and we meet eye to eye, usually we will smile. Or at least if I smile first, the other person will return the smile. But here, it's rather strange to me even till today that when I smile at someone, it's either they look shocked or they look scared. So I don't think I'm so scary looking. So yeah, when you smile at someone, they might not smile back at you. So that's really something I have to get used to. This one I find really, really, really weird. So I've noticed this a few times. In Switzerland, when you go to a doctor's appointment, in the waiting room, there will always be people sitting. So I've been to a chiropractor for a couple of times, and every time someone new comes in, the group waiting says hello. And every time someone leaves after the appointment, the group says goodbye. That is so strange to me, because can you imagine like meeting someone on the way to the chiropractor and I smile at them, they don't smile back, but when I get into the chiropractor's waiting area and then everyone says hello. I don't know, that's so super strange. Initially, the first few times, I thought that maybe these guys know each other. But no, nobody knows each other. And they say hi when I come in and bye when I leave. Oh, this one is a very simple difference. At home, when you buy a notepad, it's always lined. And only in mathematics or when you learn Chinese language, you get square paper like this. But here, when you buy notepads, all of them are squared like that. I find it very Swiss. Every notepad is like that. In Asia, these are more for graphs and things like this. So I guess it's more practical in a way because you can use it for anything. Maths or Chinese, although they don't learn Chinese here, and draw graphs and things like this. Pretty cool and interesting. Okay, I just went to grab this because do you know what this is? These are garbage bags. And did you know that in Switzerland you have to pay to throw your rubbish? That's absolutely insane. And these garbage bags are really pricey. It's like 26 francs for like, I don't know, 10 or something like that. In Malaysia, we just use whatever plastic bags available to throw out garbage. But I think there is a positive side to it, because if your garbage bags are expensive, it means you try to reduce waste more, I guess. Yeah, so I think it's a good way to deter people from throwing away more things. And the next one, the Swiss are really formal. You know how you put sincerely yours or best regards, warmest regards when you type an email? But the Swiss do that even in SMS or WhatsApp messages, which I find really weird, and apparently it's very typically Swiss. So let me look for a message and show you. So for example, this message, very formal. Dear Dawn, blah 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 blah, and Liebe Grüße. That means like love greetings. Love greetings? Something like that. LG. So they always, with every message, there is a signing off. So for me, it's quite strange because it's like, I asked a question and must I sign off? But in a way, I find it very polite. Well, the Swiss are very polite. Because it's like you sign off instead of back and forth messages, and sometimes someone just has to go without saying goodbye. I often do that. But I'm just saying that this style is very good for people like me to sign off even though the conversation has not ended. It's a good way because then I wouldn't suddenly leave and seem rude, I guess. But it's so strange. Like, even casual WhatsApp, people sign off with LG. That's like warmest regards on WhatsApp. 9. I think the Swiss have superpowers. You know how when you go to a gathering, a party, whether it's a friend's house or wherever, usually in Asia, people will take their food, sit down and eat and chat. But in Switzerland, everybody stands. Like, not for half an hour, but almost throughout the night, they will stand. I feel so tired sometimes standing, but everyone is standing because apparently it's a better way, which is true. If you're sitting down, it's harder to mingle, but I'm talking about casual parties, not sit-down dinners. So in Asia, you sit down. Everybody looks for a place to sit and talk. But here, everybody stands, no matter how young or how old. The other time, I think I was at my sister-in-law's place and everybody was standing the whole time. And at the end, I couldn't take it anymore. I just went to the nice, huge, beautiful, comfortable sofa and sat down. It's so funny. But I think in a way, it's very good for mingling, but the Asian way, it's much more mindful because you're eating and not just standing around the food table and mindlessly snacking and chatting. So pros and cons, but very interesting and very tiring. And the last one, the Swiss language. Officially, everything is written in German, but the Swiss speak Swiss German, which is supposedly German, but it's not. It's like Swiss dialect. And every canton has a different dialect. Imagine, Switzerland is so small. It has Italian speaking, it has French speaking, it has Romance and German speaking. So it's like, it's even smaller. German speakers are a small group. And then in this small group, every canton has a different dialect. And in this small group has 26 cantons.
26.
So it's 26 dialects. So basically, the Swiss language is not a written language, it's a spoken language. Let me know in the comments below whether you think these things are strange. Are they strange to you, where you come from? If you're Swiss, maybe share some of your thoughts and explanations.